Thank you, Gerhard. And they're getting ready to line up on the field. We got to get Gerhard and Tony off the field.
Listen, I said Caveman was a fire plug, and he's not going to move. And he's not going to move right now. They're waiting on Caveman.
We'll get ready to play here when we get Caveman off the field.
Tony had a job to do, and by golly, he was going to do it.
Cedar Bluff will start out on offense. Luke Hampton in at quarterback, and he will hand it off that time to number 9, Trevon Clifton.
Again, Coach McWhorter told at the end of the first game when they played Lynn that he was going to try to get every kid on the field. That was his goal. Cedar Bluff, first time they played in this event, and he was going to try to play every player. So we'll see what happens here. They try to get some new guys in the game.
Hampton to Jones. Pass is complete, but they'll say he stepped out of bounds down there at about the 21-yard line.
Well, what an athletic reception by Isaiah Jones. This is an all-state player. You want to know what an all-state receiver looks like in Class 1A? This is what it looks like, number 2, Isaiah Jones. Look at the replay. Nice throw by Hampton. Hampton right on the money, caught the pass, and the officials right over there on top of it and say he stepped out of bounds. If not, that would have been a touchdown.
Hampton hands off to Clifton. Helmet's on the ground, and Clifton will be brought down around the 15.
Nice run by Clifton, and what a nice drive, some explosive plays on offense by the Cedar Bluff Tigers.
Play game, 6 yards, second and 4 for the Tigers.
Snap to Hampton. He rolls out, pressure coming. Ball in the end zone is caught. Touchdown for Dalton Richardson and the Cedar Bluff Tigers.
That's as good of a catch as you're going to see in high school football by anybody. One, great throw by Hampton. Squares the shoulders. Double coverage in the end zone, and Richardson goes up and grabbed it, and actually he was down around the knee when he caught it. As the rain comes back to Burgess Snowfield again. Heavy rain picking up one more time.
Hampton rolls out, finds Jones in the end zone.
Very quick strike by the Cedar Bluff Tigers as they get a couple of big plays, drive it down the field, get a touchdown, and the 2-point conversion.
As we take a look at the touchdown one more time, Hampton looked like that.
Interesting shot there.
Yes.
According to the rules we've been given and what we've been told, we will not complete this game. It's about 11 minutes and only 8 minutes on the clock, so we're going to, at some point in time, as we understand it, once it hits 5 o'clock sharp, they're going to stop play here. We will see how that happens.
Mackin back in at quarterback for the Fayetteville Wolves, and he will hand off that time to, trying to catch the number there, I believe that was number 38, Joey Mackin.
I would hope that if there's only 2 minutes left on the clock or a minute and 50-something seconds, surely they'll let them finish that out. But we will see how rigid this 5 o'clock rule is.
Mackin will take the snap. He'll hand off this time to number 24, whom I do not have a name for.
We do not have one. PA announcer here does not have a 24 on the roster for Fayetteville. Turned out to be a pretty nice afternoon. Take the rain away from it. The humidity and the heat and sunshine have gone away, so it's pretty comfortable out there right now.
Mackin takes the snap, hands off there to, I believe that was Pate, maybe for the Fayetteville Wolves. That was Cody Pate, yes.
This was originally scheduled to be a 12-minute quarter and then an 8-minute quarter, and they decided to go with one 14-minute quarter, trying to get in under the 5 o'clock deadline.
Fayetteville at the 45. Mackin takes the snap, hands it off there to Joey Mackin, and who is brought down. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line.
Ethan Hammock, Ombre Leak, Darian Marshall in there to make the tackle for Cedar Bluff, and we have a Fayetteville player that is now down and injured, laying face down at around the 41-yard line.
And they will keep the clock a-ticking here through the injuries. Usually, even in a running clock game, they'll stop for an injury, but they will not do that for this game. It will be second down and about 12 to go for
There's
the
about a
Fayetteville Wolves.
3-minute difference, right at a 3-minute difference between the clock and the real-time clock of 5 o'clock, when we understand that we were told without exception at 5 o'clock that it would have to be ended. And there's the replay. 4 or 5, maybe even before it was over, as many as 6 Cedar Bluff players there, and not sure what happened to him under the pile.
He is down on the field. Hopefully they can.
Looks like they may have him sitting up now.
Yes.
He's not standing up, but they've got him sitting up. There's a good shot right there. He's got so many people crowded around. That's about the only clear shot we've got of the young man.
And they're going to try to get him up. That is Joey Mackin, running back. And also has him listed as a linebacker here on the roster we have. Rain has stopped here.
Those late afternoon, early evening, scattered showers and thunderstorms. That is the daily forecast in Alabama in the summertime, and that is exactly what we have going on today.
Mackin takes the snap, pitches it over to Cody Pate. Pate goes to the outside, gets across the 50, and is knocked out of bounds at about the 48-yard line.
Pate avoiding a couple of tackles before Trenton Clifton comes in to finally knock him down. Pitch a little bit behind him, weaves his way to the outside, avoids one tackler, cuts back to the inside. And finally, you see big Mr. Clifton pick him up and drive him out of bounds.
So we'll have third down and about 5 to go for the Fayetteville Wolves. Snap goes directly to McCurley, and then Cody Pate will get the pitch, and he is off across the 30. They'll bring him down at about the 29-yard line.
Outstanding run that time by Cody Pate. Watch this run. Late pitch to the outside, cuts back to the inside, goes through 3 tacklers, misses a 4th tackler, now into the open field, runs away from a 5th and 6th tackler before they finally catch up and bring him down inside the 30.
5 minutes to go. We're at 4:58. Darian Cook, number 3, will take the snap, and he hands it off there to number 25, whom is not on our roster.
Number 25. Second down and 6 for the Fayetteville Wolves.
Good drive by Fayetteville. Question is, will they have time to complete this and try to score?
4 minutes and 20 seconds on the game clock. See if we make it. Cook takes the snap, fumbles it, and the Wolves will fall on it, and that will bring up 3rd down and 6.
1 minute till 5, about 4 minutes still left on the game clock.
For putting on today's 2017 Gridiron Challenge. Also like to thank Jacksonville State University for allowing us use of their facilities today.
3rd down, 6 to go. Cook takes the snap. The pitch to Cody Pate.
Pate, a good-looking runner there. Nice
he
open
is.
field tackle there by Antion Leak, the sophomore for Cedar Bluff. Look at this Cedar Bluff team and this Lynn team. These were playoff teams last year. Cedar Bluff team, I should say, in the Fayetteville. I think Fayetteville in Class 2A is going to be okay. I think Fayetteville will be a team that will contend for a playoff spot in 2A. And I think that Cedar Bluff is a team that, again, is probably going to be a team that will be one of the better teams in Class 1A in North Alabama. They've got size, they've got speed, got a lot of experience now coming back at quarterback. Should be a fine season coming up for Jonathan McWhorter at Cedar Bluff and also for John Limbaugh down at Fayetteville.
Cody Pate will get down to about the 15-yard line with 2:45 left.
More Lightning up to our north. Now we've got the Lightning now has moved on to the north, basically in the direction back up toward Piedmont and Roy Webb in that direction.
Cook will be in to take the snap. He takes off and will go out of bounds at about the 11-yard line.
Nice looking run by Darian Cook. Cook just tucking it, running, outrunning some defenders and able to pick up a few yards down to the 11-yard line. So Fayetteville trying to score with 1:48 to go, and this is a running clock, so it doesn't matter what happened. They have no way of stopping it, not even a timeout. So they have literally 1 minute and 40 seconds to score.
Cook back to Cody Pate. Pate will get down. He's pushing his way through. They'll mark him down at the 2-yard line. The minute 25 left.
First down and goal now for Fayetteville at the Cedar Bluff 2.5. Make that the 2-yard line.
Fayetteville trying to put themselves on the board here. 8-0 Cedar Bluff lead with just a minute left. Cook takes the snap. He's going to push his way through. They'll bring him down at about the 1-yard line. So they got less than a minute to get up, to set up, and to run a play and try to get on the board.
Downs really irrelevant at this point in time with the time that's left on the clock and the running clock.
35 seconds. Cook takes the snap, hands it to Cody Pate. In the end zone he goes. Touchdown Fayetteville.
Now, have they got enough time to run the 2-point play? They're going to try to tie this up and run the 2-point play. They've got to get a play out there. 8 seconds, 9. I don't think they're going to get it off.
5 seconds left. Can they do it?
Unless the officials are just adjourning it. They're going to let them run it because it is a conversion. They're going to let them run it.
Cook takes the snap, looks to pass. It is incomplete, and that will do it. Cedar Bluff will win this one 8-6 over the Fayetteville Wolves. And they did get to play their 12-8, but they did a 14-minute running quarter there to get it in.
Gerhardt's going to try to catch up, I believe, with John Limbaugh from Fayetteville.
8-6. Good game there from all three of those teams in a little round robin there, and seen some good football all day long, and really all for the last 9 days or so.
Well, it's been a good variety, which I really like. We've had over the last 5 days, we've had teams from classes 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, and 7A, all 7 AHSAA classifications, as well as we've had teams from Georgia and Tennessee and from all over the state.
And let's go down onto the field now. Here's Gerhard Mathangani.
All right, joined now by both coaches. First off, we'll start with Coach McWhorter of Cedar Bluff. We talked to you at halftime, and you got some time to make some adjustments and come out for this Fayetteville game. Talk about what you saw here in this last game.
Well, we did, and honestly, we didn't make a lot of adjustments. We did talk about some things that we saw. Real proud of our young kids down there. Made a stop on the goal line, and the main thing in the spring is we want to get everybody some playing time. We want to evaluate everybody and get out injury free, and I think both sides did that. And so if we're able to do that, it's a productive spring. So.
A lot of adversity. I mean, you had to deal with the weather and then the running clock and whatnot. Are there any things that you could take from this experience with you as you move forward?
Well, we tell our kids, there's only really two things you control. That's your attitude and your effort. The weather or the clock, or none of that's really in, things we control. So you just have to focus on your job and go do it. And, I felt like our kids dealt with that pretty well, and it was a good experience. So.
Final question, what are the next few months lay ahead for your football team as you get ready for the fall?
A lot of hard work. It's going to be a short summer. It always is. I've got a lot of conditioning to do, a lot of learning. I'll tell you, it's been a positive 2 weeks for us with our spring training. Really proud of our kids and our coaches, and we're just looking forward to working and getting back on the field in a couple months.
Thanks for joining us, Coach. We'll see you down the road. Coach McWhorter of Cedar Bluff, and also now joined by John Limbaugh, head coach of Fayetteville. First of all, Coach, you as well had to battle some adversity. Talk about playing these 2 games and being able to come out here and enjoy your time with some spring football.
A lot of stuff we didn't get to today. We didn't get into a 2-by-2 situation where we want to spread it out a little bit. We're a huddle-up team right now. We haven't worked on a 2-minute offense, and we got down there and the whole game's a 2-minute offense. But we had a good time. We're not settled at quarterback. We got 3 guys working there, as you can see, and each one can do some special things. So we'll settle down and get us a quarterback this summer. This is exactly what I want it to be. It's a little quicker than I wanted because of the situation with the weather, but nobody can help that. Yeah.
Absolutely. What are the next few months lay ahead for your football team as you get ready to play in the fall?
Well, we got a camp coming up. We're going to run our own camp this year. A lot of times we've been coming up here the last 2 years. It's been great, but I got some things I want us to do at our place. And we got a lot of community service things going on this summer. We'll gel as a team and learn what family is really all about as we work and sweat and get hot out there together on the field. So looking forward to a good summer, really. Can't wait.
Final question, talk about being able to play 2 different opponents today, kind of scout 2 different teams, and be able to play really in venues where you have to scheme a little bit differently.
Well, Coach Reed, my defensive coordinator, told me a while ago while we were waiting, he said, Coach, we got to get some energy out of them. They're nervous as a bunch of cats. And so they were nervous coming here to play on this field, and they got that out of their system. I really thought we played well defensively. We gave up the long pass against Cedar Bluff, but I thought we played well defensively and some good things. But coming up here playing 2 teams is fantastic, and all the energy and excitement around it is great for our kids. We really enjoyed it.
Perfect. Well said, Coach. We appreciate it. Cole provided a great moment. Your team did as well. Good luck. We'll see you down the road.
Thank you very much. Appreciate all y'all do.
Thank you, Gerhard, and thank you all for joining us here over the last 9 days. And this caps off our entire week of football as Colton Brannon ran in for the touchdown to start this game. Thanks so much for joining us. For our entire crew, have a great evening.